Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, dragging my feet. Okay, what the fuck is in my fridge that stinks? I thought I got rid of it. What the friggle sticks? What the friggle sticks? Not happy about that. Hello. I'm back. The song that just came to me, and I had to make sure that's what it was Nothing's Gonna Stop Us Now. But, that was the song. My Starship. Alright, so. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome back. Let's see. All right. Wowzers. That's weird. I never say that word. Never say never. Never say never. Let's see what we get here with these. Let's see what we get. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Doodle, 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 doodle. All right. Let's see. Current messages for you guys. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Good morning. Yeah, I haven't had that song forever. But you know what made me say that in all retrospect, which is not what I would have said. I was writing current messages and I went back and I'm like, oh, did I spell that right? And it brought me back to like the beginning of YouTube with trolls. I remember somebody being like, oh, you wrote current massage or something. You don't even know how to spell. And it was just like, okay, you fucking okay. Like petty. Like it. So, and then I was like, well, I kept going. It didn't hold me back, like, but I remembered. So I don't know how far back these messages are going with the whole Tales from the Crypt type energy that I was talking about this morning. But then, like, right after that, it's like that song came in, like, nothing's gonna stop us now, as if like it was a guide. And then I started watching the video just to make sure, and it was from the scene of Mannequin, right? So it's like not really a real person. Turns into a real person. Pinocchio turns into a boy. I don't know where we're going with that, but it feels more of like guides, you know? So just the vibe I'm getting. Hummingbirds, you are a joy bringer. You bless the world with positivity and love. Energy soars on your shining wings. Spread the miracle of happiness. Sea turtles, protection. You are the master of finding life's flow. Be in harmony with the rhythm, and the path will unfold. Persevere and you will succeed. You have everything you need to be protected and happy. That feels like a spell. Mystic polar bear. No, let challenges make you stronger. Have faith when you're faced with adversity. Time to rest, dream, renew strength. Embrace your psychic abilities and carry the shaman within. What the friggle sticks? Well, they're there. Quite an assortment. I wouldn't say assortment. Quite a birds, water, ice. Spread the miracles of happiness. It's pulling me to something I saw. I don't know if I sent it to me, but it was so Matrix in the sense of
I literally do not understand how this is not major.
I didn't. I guess I didn't send it to myself. I should have. Shit. It was in the sense of this one thing, just like on like TikTok or what, you know, one of the little things. But it was like, don't put happiness first. I'm tired of people saying something about happiness. But it was so Matrix, but it was so fucking convincing. But like anybody who was like awakened already, you'd be like, Jesus, like talk about like a hoax, like be the man of the house, like money. Like, it was such bullshit. I think I didn't want to send it my way just because of the energy. But he was very convincing. Everyone telling you happiness matters, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. So this might be, I wanted to say, you might be dealing with an energy like this that doesn't put happiness first, but this isn't about other people. This is an oracle read. Like, I want this to be about, like, us, the spirituals, those who are ascending, trying, putting effort into things, taking a new path, like, shit like that. People who are putting effort into situations. I feel like there's energy that wants to take from you, though. And I do feel like there's like a situation here, or a challenge. Have faith when you're faced with adversity. That's almost like the whole situation I was telling you about in the beginning. Like, oh, you spelt massages. It's like, oh my God, So I don't know if it's like an attack on you, or like just nasty energy kind of wanting to come your way. But it's mystic energy, protection, happiness. It could be something about birds. The amount of, it's like spirit messages, observe limitations. So birds might be talking to you, animals. With the snow yesterday, I mean, I know we have a lot of robins around here, but the amount of robins was insane. There had to have been like 20 of them just kind of hopping around in the snow in the backyard. They typically hang out on the side of the house, and I always see quite a few, but I've never seen like that many robins together, grouped. I saw a beautiful cardinal the other day, and it's funny. Like, Mia tried to avoid a bird in the road, and I was like, don't do that. Like, don't slow down. She's like, well, there was no one behind me. I'm like, birds are gonna fly away. Like, they're not gonna stay in the road like that. Like, even crows, they'll come close. Like, they're eating. Like, they'll fly away. And I was telling her how the bird ran into committed suicide, ran into the car. It's only happened once. Usually, a good omen or a bad omen. Usually a messenger of death, but I don't remember if death occurred, so it was probably a good omen. So I think birds are talking to you guys, trying to deliver you messages. They do say cardinals deliver messages. And there was this one bird, when I was looking at all the robins, that hopped onto the strawberry bush. It was like a little finch or something. I don't know if it was a finch. Maybe it was probably a sparrow. So some of you, it could be dreams. It could be animals. I had cats in mine the other day. The night before, I actually had snakes. So with this energy that I've been seeing with the lightning, there was snakes in that dream. And with the cat's tails, it was cats. So pay attention to those. But it's mystic energy. It's the number 7. I'm getting pulled to the book. Oh, that drives me bananas when that happens. The shadow aspect is creating complications or over-anical. Moonstone would be really good. You ready to receive confirmation from your spiritual team now? It's like a go-ahead. Know that right now you're being visited by past loved ones as well. They're asking you to be observant of the signs that they are sending you on a daily basis. Be aware of the moments when your mind wanders to nostalgic memories of the past. You may be visited by loved ones if you are lucid dreaming. Keep your hand journal next to you as sleeping space and record the moments immediately. Please acknowledge these signs in communication with love and gratitude. It takes a great deal of energy for these special encounters. The beautiful hum of the hummingbird inspires magic and joy. And witness these encounters. You may witness a flight of a hummingbird, which is ironic because there's a hummingbird right there. I didn't even know that was a hummingbird. So you got the hummingbird twice. So there's that. So ancestors, loved ones. This got pulled to a frog, so most definitely animals. But like signs anywhere, like a light flickers, or you think about somebody, or that's kind of them, you know. So it's kind of saying to acknowledge that energy. Cosmic ancestors. Voice your concerns. You definitely. I just got like spiritual goosebumps. I haven't had those in a while. The amount of energy in ancestors watching over you right now is crazy to me. And didn't I just do a message last week? And it was it was all about like your spirit team. Like it was a lot. So it's like asking you guys to, help you with certain stuff. Universal consciousness coexists, extends beyond millions of years. Our DNA evolved over 1,000 years, continuing to do so. Genetic lineage, organs. Absolute truth of the star seed. Right now you must learn from those who have walked before you. Those have already shown you the light. The injustice requires you to evolve and awaken your passionate contributor. Now is the time to stand up and be counted. Life beyond our beautiful planet, beyond our earthly incarnations, is forever written. Among time and space is available within record times of your Akashic temple. You may feel connected to star energy. You may align with it more cosmic understanding of the universe than with others. Call upon your energy of 100% pure light, galactic guides, masters, teachers to assist you in understanding your personal connection. Shadow aspect, materialistic, ego-driven, narcissism, and dishonesty. And it had maybe the shadow side of the other one too. So I don't think it's for you guys. I think it's, just be cautious because it's energy around you. And I am getting pulled to the black hole again. And you say we're crazy. Was something worth it? I honestly think it's an ancestor, not a person. Earth and Water Dragon, create a foundation of new growth. A Water Dragon helps you easily flow around obstacles. A fresh start is coming, a new opportunity. Nurture your ideas and harvest the abundance. Develop your psychic abilities, go with the flow. So you have 2 cards of awakening your psychic abilities. 2 cards are messengers with birds. Nurture your ideas, create a new foundation. Baby, we can make it if we're hat to hat or hand to hand. I don't know. So there is a challenge, and I mean, there is like mystical energies. It's like it's like the obstacles. It's like pushing through the trolls, pushing through. This is literally like when I started YouTube. Can't believe you spelled it wrong. Like, and it's just so petty. Like, I don't know what type of message. It's just like pushing through. So like it might actually like really affect you, or it already has. It's that type of challenge. Yeah, this will be the way I sip that water. It's almost like the eclipse moon right there. You got the black moon going over the sun. I don't think I've ever noticed that. Create the foundation, new growth, fresh start is coming, new opportunities, nurture your ideas, harvest your abundance. I don't know, it's like a spiritual gift, but not a spiritual. I mean, you could be psychic, but like, I don't want to take away from that kind and be like, it's not really about a psychic ability. It's more about like your awareness. So look into like shaman energies or psychic abilities. Like look into it like differently. Like not just like Google like what does it mean to be a psychic or to have a, you know what I mean? Like look into something, give something a little bit of time. And I notice there's 3 polar bears there. It's like almost like the ancestor, one looking at you, here's you now. And that was kind of like the same message with cosmic ancestors. I remember last time I used this deck, it talked about like the fire in the UK, like a huge fire, the London fire or something. It's so funny how I connect with certain decks for certain things. And there was another thing that I was going to mention. I don't think there's something going on with the ocean, but like that's already there. Grand Trine, blessings. Water element, sensing. Got a lot of water here. Could be emotional energy. Sagittarius, I see. This deck is hurting my hand, so putting it back. Open up the Starseed deck. There's still something I'm not picking up on. I don't know. Just ask energies to come towards you, you know. Galactic energies, ancestors. Let them know they're welcome. Depending on whether or not you can handle that. Double mission, Lightworker Starseed. Serve the world by being you. And it is about just you. Everyone always has to put something like materialistic behind it. Deep cellular healing, Oculus energy, physical and emotional healing, Taurus. Maybe we can make it if we have time. I think I said psychic and emotional healing. It's physical and emotional healing. Maybe some of you guys don't realize, like, healing has been coming in a lot, but I'm it's almost like I don't know if you need to like slow down and wonder if like you need to heal, or if it's like you don't need to heal, don't slow down, like, or if it's just, I don't know. I feel like negative energy is going to come out of this deck in the sense of like warnings. I could be wrong though. I was a little hesitant. Every time I cut the deck, it was at that type of energy. Pleiadians, unconditional love, excitement, laughter. So I was wrong, but like in the sense, like it's like it's around you. It's the world around you. Yeah, so it's just humanity, I guess. Like there's more negativity than positivity in the frequency. Earth element, survival, adaptability, and reliability. And you have earth and water twice. Could be part of the Pleiadian starlight, Pleiadian council, Pleiadian Federation, the Galactic Federation, working with the Pleiadian energy. But I mean, it could be any Amhan Orion's belt, but like any of the I'm continent instead of constellation. This feels heavy for some reason, like, so maybe focus on your breath. But it felt actually heavier when I grabbed this galactic. You guys could be working with galactic energy, infinity, internal, past life, aurora boreas. Another number 7, 34, 34. I put 34, 34 right next to each other. That's not the first time 34, 34 has come out. Yeah, stalking, intimidation, shadow self. So there's something about past life, because I asked about this card. So this is where this energy is heavy. The galactic energy is heavy. And it's, I was reading the downside of the shadow side. Let me just get 34, 34. Yeah. Brings a message that whatever it is you wish to achieve, start taking small steps, productive steps every day to make it happen. The more you focus on working towards your goals, the closer you become to manifesting your reality. Use your natural positive attributes to uplift others and purposefully work towards obtaining your goals and desires. Be flexible, loving, bring joy to others' lives, the lives that you love. And auspicious circumstances into your life. It encourages you to look for new opportunities, think and act, create your creativity, surround yourself with people and things that you love, nature, find your authentic voice, allow yourself to be heard, allow your soul's desire to create and shape your current moment as the universe continuously supports aligning you on your path. A timely opportunity or situation which bring many pieces of the puzzle together. You have learnt many invaluable lessons. You have to be patient and determination with your efforts. Now is the time to reap your award. So it's like another thing, just being like who you are. But there is things from probably like a past life. Projection, shame, denial, stalking, intimidation, confrontation. Number 9 and number 4. So if this is your shadow side, but when I was reading the other shadow side, that was very matrixed. And the world around us just falls apart. So I don't know if some of you it's deep, like coming back to life. It wouldn't be subtle. So there is something back from your past life that's like kind of like urging you. Some of you might be in your shadow side and you don't even realize it. Or you're stopping yourself and you don't know why. Or it's too much. But are you sitting back and like saying to yourself, like, what's too much? What's too much? What's too much? Like, that's weird the way I said that. I wouldn't say it's weird, it's just not. What's too much? It kind of sounds Italian, but it's not being pulled to Italian. Portuguese, maybe? Nah, I don't know. No, it is Italian. So you might have an Italian ancestor. That's like, what's too much? Like, are you thinking about it? Like, if it's just chaos, you know, we bypass stuff in the midst of like chaos. So like, oh my gosh, too much going on at a time. Or I feel guided to do this, but what it is, what's up? Every good girl needs a little thug. Every homeboy needs a little love. That just like fully distracted me. Careful with distractions. Make sure you're around the right people and they're not in the shadow side over here. But I feel like if it's like your shadow and it's almost like you're not conscious of it. But I could be wrong. I don't know, you know. But I think it's just a negativity in the world, the fear, the energy. But like, what's too much? So it's like, what's too much? Like, you know, like that's what I was gonna say. Like, it's some things are just like chaotic, and instead of like really like trying to solve a situation, it's like you turn the TV on, you watch a movie, you know, you go and you clean the house. Like it's like, what's too much? Like you need to figure it out. Like what's, you know, like are you really conscious or you're just like frustrated, like, oh, it's too much. And then it's like on like that type of distraction. But then it's like, be careful with the distraction because that other song came in. And I don't know if like that's like the best vibe, but like, because in the beginning, that first song by Starship, it really talks about like, it's almost like two people, baby, we can make it if we had to. But it's also a mannequin in the video, so I really feel like it's more of like a spirit guide, an ancestor. It's someone like that. It's not really somebody in the Matrix. But now I'm being told it is somebody in the Matrix. Well, I should say on Earth. So you might start something with somebody, a business, a relationship. I don't know, that came out of fucking nowhere. So you might want to be open to that, but like I honestly feel like this is like something solo too. Because the 3434 was about ideas, thoughts, going after something, but don't materialize it. Like, sweetness, perception. The way you're looking at something is like that. What's too much? You know, like you got to analyze something instead of dismissing something. Yeah, so you go within. They want you to analyze something. Because this is like a simple ability for you. So you might get faced with adversity in the sense of like people are just like, are you fucking out of your minds? Or you want to do that? Or you want to go in this direction? Like, fuck them. Because again, it's like, there is going to be some type of challenge. And this is kind of like, you need to have faith here when faced with adversity, because not everybody is going to like your opinion. Not everybody is going to like your idea. Not everybody is going to like who you end up with. Not everybody is going to like the job you choose, the direction you go in, whether you make a move, you go to a foreign country, you know what I mean? Like, and again, it was like, it was so petty when I wanted to write messages, but I ended up writing massages. But I remember it like affecting me, but not affecting me. But it stands out. You know what I mean? I do remember like being nervous for some reason, but nervous about what? I don't know. Nervous that, you know, I was being like challenged. I mean, I know it was super fucking petty. But when I wrote current messages, that's what came back to me. In this world around us just falls apart, baby, we can make it. So I don't know if you're gonna start something with some. I do feel like it's a guide, but it feels like there's somebody else here too again. But like, here, know that your challenges make you stronger. But this is mystic energy too. It's psychic. Like, take the time to rest, dream, renew your strength. Embrace your psychic abilities. That's why I said maybe research it a little differently. Carry the shaman within you. And it's the polar bear, mystic energy, but know your challenge. Okay, so have faith when faced with adversity. So it could even be something like little, but that something little triggers something, but it's almost like it's meant to. It's like, what are you doing? It's like me as a reader. It's like working with karma. It's same shit, but you know what I mean? But it's healing. It's almost like putting more work into something, putting my energy into it, projecting energies. Like, tell them, what do you want me to do? I'm not seeing something. Like, you have to analyze something here. And this is probably with a new start, but it's like walking the same path your ancestors do. Like, you're good at it. It's pulling me to that movie where he's a healer and he was wealthy, but it was family money, and the son got sent to like another country, and then he finds out he's like a healer. He saves lives, heals energies. What fucking movie is that? It's a cute movie. He falls in love at the end. But right now, you need to learn from those who walk before you. Those have already shone the light of injustice require of you, and it requires you to evolve and awaken and a passionate contributor. Now is the time to stand up and be counted. Life beyond our beautiful planet, and beyond our earthly incarnations, and forever written among time. The space is available with your Akashic temple. You may feel connected to thought energy aligned more with cosmic understandings of the universe and others. Call upon the energy of 100% pure light galactic guides. Masters and teachers assist you with understanding your personal connection. This is all about integrity, passion, purpose. Affirmation: continuously evolve with conscious action. Because the world around us just falls apart. Like, don't get stuck in that. And like I said, it's almost like it pulled me to that video where that guy was so fucking convincing about how like happiness doesn't come first, like your responsibilities come first. Like, it was almost so convincing. Like, I was just, but I obviously didn't want to send the energy through my phone that way. Because that's a thing. But I mean, I couldn't believe it. And I remember being like, do I challenge this or not? And bring it up. And I was like, fuck that. But like, when I tell you this energy was so convincing, it was like, damn. Maybe you feel like, I don't know. I don't think it's like you're not good enough, but like, it's like taking an idea, going after something, starting something. Be careful who you go into business with if this is in regards to business. Like, it's time, you got to be more adaptable or more reliable. There's new growth here. There's new foundation. A fresh start is coming. New opportunity. Nurture your ideas. Harvest the abundance. Earth and water dragon. You are working with earth element there. So when you create from the earth side. So I was talking about Capricorn. Capricorn is all about business. This water and energy is here to help you flow around these obstacles. And again, psychic abilities, I would really research it differently. It's all about your mind here. Something just must seem like unrealistic to you. And they say you're crazy, and the words are bad. Maybe we can make it if we have time. Maybe just get in tune with who you are. It's also that I was talking about the heart and how it. I actually saved the video. The heart and how it. I'll just play it. Because there's other points I want to bring up, but I guess maybe in a different video.
Do not understand how this is not mainstream household information. Like, every time I review this information, like, my mind is just blown over and over again. Just watch.
Here's another interesting scientific fact. The heart is an electrical organ, producing by far the strongest source of rhythmic bioelectricity. This energy goes to every cell in your body. Your heart produces enough electrical energy to create a magnetic field surrounding your body in 360 degrees, extending beyond the skin out into space, measurable about 3 feet outside your body.
So,
which is true, and that's why we call it a soul. That's why we come in with the same soul, or different souls, or old souls. When someone says you're an old soul, but it's like, that's energy. That's why, like, when it comes to auras, we can feel people's auras. Like, that's where it comes from, like our soul. So right now it's all about your mindset and going within. And maybe it's not about even like thinking you're creating something, and it's just going for it, versus how am I going to get there? Because these messages are like, just do it. It's like somebody who has an addiction, but they don't, and they overcome it. And it's like the way they overcome it was different on how like other people say. It's like a different theory, you don't want to put your face in public, then don't, but then do a podcast instead of a YouTube, put it out there. That it's helping people, it's healing. You think it's not, but it's almost like sitting with it for years before you decide to go and do something. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm just another story, same shit, different day. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like that. Or you went through, like, you feel like you had the hottest breakup in the world, and it took you fucking 20 years to come back from it. You know what I mean? Like, but the things you've learned and the things you wish you had done differently, go guide other people. People stay stuck in situations because of society or conditioning. They don't use their own fucking mind to get out of a situation. Like I said, and I said it before, I was very lucky that I used my mind to get out of that situation. Your mind is the most powerful tool you have. Intention. So you got to put your intentions out there. Out to the universe, to your guides, to your ancestors. You got to start something. You can't just, one day. It's like traveling. How people say, like, in 5 years I'm going to travel here. When I retire, travel now. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. You see that shit everywhere. Wasting your fucking time. Dreaming about something, going somewhere. Go, do it, see it, find a way. That's just an example, But pay attention to your mind too, what it's telling you. It tells you something, and then what? You don't do it. It's like the stock thing I talked about. It's driving me fucking bananas. It's not the first time Mercury has come around and I've had that idea. But what do I do with that? I kind of know what they're saying, but like, it's just shit like that. Just seems so unrealistic to put my energy there. So again, that's a prime example of a challenge for me, So again, I do feel like you have an ancestor kind of nagging you in regards to something. Could be personal, could be business, it could have to do with family, just energy in general, how it's shifting. And you don't even have to put it out in public. It could just be, you journaling. I'm hearing a poet, putting those words down on paper and projecting it and your soul just feeling it and radiating energy. It's like, it's like ideas going in different directions. It's like, remember when I had the surgery, I looked into like sigil. I worked, there was so, I mean, how many directions have spirit put me in the last 7 years of abilities? Okay, pick one. Or is it like, you don't have to pick one, but like stick with one? Or like, why are you just sticking with this one when there's so many other things? And I'm just giving you examples of my own challenges that I don't even realize or pick up on sometimes. But I do feel like there's energy out there that would be like, oh, you could be good at this or this, like like, no, there's an energy around you I don't like either, or coming towards you. I can feel it, like you should pursue this versus what you really want to pursue because you'd be good at it. Like, careful there too, because somebody else's projected thoughts. It's all about control, but I don't think this energy has control over you. This is Dolo energy. Like, this is, you're solid, whatever this is, but there is energy around you that might want to use you materialistically to, you know, further their career or put more money in their bank account. So be careful there too. I mean, when you choose a business partner, it matters. It's two of you. It's energy. It's an exchange. Money is an exchange. Money is energy. So careful what you choose to manipulate. It's like rattling. Your brain is rattling. Something's rattling. But like intentionally. Like I'm seeing like when a spring or something dries up and it comes out again. You know what I mean? But like water, like a hard waterfall. You know what it reminds me of? If any of you guys seen my Big Fat Greek Wedding 3, where they don't have water in their village, and then all of a sudden the water comes, and that water alone just changes the entire perspective of people, their energies. Like, I'm getting goosebumps again. So like earthquakes, little earthquakes, things like that, even like where it rattles you, it's shaking up the energy is what it's doing. To what extent, I don't know. I just got pulled to Russia too. But we have earthquakes every day in the United States, at least, I mean, hundreds. It's just not on the Richter scales as like, it's just not enough in the sense of like, it's reported on certain like websites, but we don't feel them. You know what I mean? Shit like that. Like, I can't even tell you how many earthquakes there is in the United States in one day. It's insane. How many earthquakes in the United States in one day? Alaska has them every day. That's telling me the highest state. The last earthquake to hit the United States was 1994, but that's not true. There's earthquakes every day. They're just so little. How many earthquakes in New Hampshire in the last month? 20. 3.8. Between 2 and 3. So 20 in the last month in New Hampshire. We just don't feel them. Get what I'm saying? Like, there's so many. There's 13 faults in the state of New Hampshire. These faults are located to the state's geographic and are compatible with producing earthquakes. So I'm telling you, like, the earth is going to stop fucking rumbling and shake shit up. And when that happens, natural disasters can happen too. But I do see beauty coming from this energy as well. And again, careful for those around you. But it's like the world around us just falls apart. Maybe we can make it for hot to hot. So you can make a difference with something. And yeah, it really is in regards to something with your we can make it if your heart's a hot. Is something with your energy. I don't even know. Something with it's your outlook. You know what I mean? Like the news is going to be like a frenzy. Like I'm telling you, all the people that came out with all these theories in regards to the eclipse, like, but like secretly kind of like scaring you too at the same time. It's intentional, you know, but you need to be aware in the sense of like that energy they're projecting is intentional. It's like the whole COVID, everyone got the vaccine. How many fucking people regret getting the fucking vaccine? Shit like that. Or was so adamant on getting it and then they got it and, you know, they're the ones that are like paying for it. Shit like that, you know. You have like little messengers. I think my biggest thing here for you guys is, you know, your ancestors, people thinking about you, guiding you. You're good at something. They've done it. You can do it. It's something simple. Is what's stopping your challenge is I think it's fear, but fear of what? Like, I don't know if you know what the fear is. It's almost like it's not obvious. It's not like, oh my God, I'm going to make an ass of myself. Or, oh my God, I'm going to go on stage and I'm going to fall with these shoes on. You know, I don't think it's like that. It's not obvious. You know what I mean? So it's something that I think will just kind of naturally dissolve once you stop flowing with something, or you don't tell yourself you have to do it a certain way. You got to be smart about it too. It was at 10 something, Megan, when you just said, Jen, something about it. Something paranormal happened in your bedroom. You stood up. You had a 4.8 earthquake last year. Yeah, but like I'm saying, like, so New Hampshire just had like 20 in 1 month, right? So you times that by 12, like that's 240 that go unrecorded, but they're recorded, but that's 240 earthquakes a year that you really don't feel. I think you might start feeling them more. You know, she felt the house shake and she was physically shaking. Did that just happen? Someone just had a quake. Megan and Jen just felt a quake in both our east coast. Someone just felt an earthquake. That's crazy. East Coast is gonna, I think, get slammed with stuff. But that's not news. Wow. Like I remember saying when I started on the East Coast. I remember saying when I started, West Coast, I'm thinking. When I started in Florida, I think it was like in 20 years or something, or 40 years, Like, nobody's going to be able to live in Florida anymore. It's going to be too hot. It's more than 20 years, but less than 40. And that is a huge state, a huge population. And where are all those people going to go? My uncle was smart. He just bought something in Arizona to fly winter back and forth instead of going to Florida where like everybody goes, certain things like that, you know? So like more than 20 years and less than 40 years, no one's going to be able to tolerate the heat in Florida, guys. Which is pulling me to another thing that I don't think I saved. But it was funny in the sense of like how the government was hiding. Oh, yep. This is it. And it's just kind of funny, but it's true. There's truth behind it. But the guy was funny.
I'm sure you've heard the news of NASA discovering city lights on a planet 7 trillion miles.
No, actually, I haven't heard anything about that. 7 trillion miles away, huh? They had lights on the planet. They say anything about the cost of living?
I'm sure you've heard the news.
So I thought it was cute, but that's the truth. You know what I mean? Like, you have to find this information and actually go and look for it. It's not like put out, like that shit should be in the news and it's not. You get what I'm saying? Which is also my theory when it comes to AI. When I told you guys years ago that we're going to start seeing this alien, this extraterrestrial energy coming to Earth, saucers, it's all coming into fruition. I'm not kidding. Like, their purpose is literally to get us to different planets. And it's almost like Noah's Ark. Are you going to stay behind? Who knows what happens? Because ultimately when this happens, the people or the extraterrestrials that come back to here, Earth, is to actually clean it up before people can live on Earth again. So I don't know when that's all going to take place, but I know it's either our lifetime or our kids' lifetime where you will have the option, you know. But I thought that guy was great in the sense of like, did they say how much bills were? You know, but nobody wants to talk about that. So, and the government hiding shit. I mean, this is all obvious shit, guys. It's not new information, you know? So you don't want to get stuck in a certain thing either, or an industry or like certain stuff, guys. You're here to live your life. Let's not forget that. You're here to have fun. You're here to explore. You're here to freaking enjoy life's luxuries and nature and things like that. So don't get wrapped up in the news. Don't get wrapped up in one career. Don't get wrapped up in one idea. You have one life. You know, and I know we have to pay bills and the government makes that shit difficult. But think about that shit. You know? So I love you guys. I hope you have a fantastic weekend, and I will see you in the morning with coffee. I love you guys. And again, kind of analyze something here, like what's too much? You know, like what's too much? You can hear it. Like, don't just turn the TV on. Don't just go do laundry. You know, like, write down what's important when it comes to what you need to work on and put things in categories. Children, family, friends, adventure, work, weather. Like, you have to find a way to find the balance. But it's main things, whatever. It's probably quite a few different things. I'm going to pull to April 22nd, 23rd. There's a full moon there. It's also Earth Day. That may be key dates for you, or good dates to start something. They say we're crazy in a world of paths. Baby, we can make it if we're heart to heart. I don't know. It could even be a walk-in, guys. I have no idea. Or you know, a lot of people say when, you know, it's meant to be or your ancestors, it's like an astral wedding, or your ancestors put you together. You know, it's not just for love. Trust that. You know, it's because there's a purpose, and it typically always has to do with your outlook, humanity, certain energies that are going to benefit other energies, generations, energies that are going to be important. It's not like, you know, all fun and games. But you can enjoy your life if you're looking at something and finding that balance when it comes between, you know, your love life, your career, family life, friend life. Life is meant to be exciting in a way. It really is your mindset, though. Really what it boils down to. So, I love you guys. I'll see you mañana. Have a good one. Bye, guys.